This is really one of my most favorite books. It's called Molly Lou Melon. Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. I love this book because it reminds me of how important it is that we remember who we are and just feel awesome about who we are and tell ourselves that we are great. And so I love this book also because a lot of you little preschool friends of mine are getting ready to leave and go to kindergarten. And now that you're getting big enough to leave, you're going to go to a new school. And I want you to be brave. And I want you to have courage. And I want you to say, Miss Pateresa said, I can do it. Because I know you can. You're smart little children, and you guys are amazing. And I want you to remember how awesome you are. So this is the book about Molly Lou Melon. It's one of my very favorites, and I have to share it. This is Molly Lou Melon. She's not very big. She's tiny. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in first grade. But she didn't mind because her grandma had told her, walk as proudly as you can, and the whole world will look up to you. And so she did. Look at this right here. She did. She stood tall. Molly Lou Melon. She had buck teeth that stuck out so far that she could stack pennies on them. But she didn't mind. You know what her grandma told her? Her grandma told her to smile big, and the whole world will smile right alongside you. So she did. Smiled real big. I love this book. And then Molly Lou Melon, she had a voice that sounded a lot like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor snake. But you know what? She didn't mind because her grandma told her, sing out loud and clear and strong, and the whole world will cry tears of joy. So she did. She just sang her heart out. And Molly Lou Melon, she often had fumbled fingers, and she didn't mind because her grandma told her, just believe in yourself and the whole world will believe in you too. So she did. Look at the cat. I just love this book. But one day, Molly Lou Melon, it was time that she had to move away. It was time to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends. That's hard, huh? Sometimes that's hard. She had to start at a new school. That would be hard. With new friends that she doesn't know. And on the first day of school, there was a boy named Ronald Durkin, and he called her Shrimpo in gym class. And when the game was started, then Molly Lou Melon, she caught the ball, and guess what she did? She ran right under Ronald Durkin's legs and scored the touchdown. And all the children thought, wow, she's good. And Ronald Durkin, he felt very foolish. Sorry, it's book. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky Tooth Beaver. He made fun of her. And Molly Lou Melon didn't care. She took out her pennies and she stacked them 10 high on her teeth and smiled as big as day. And all the children smiled with glee. And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. Look at her with her teeth. And then on the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, you sound like a sick duck, honk, honk. And Molly Lou Melon, she just sang out, quack. So clear and so strong that it made Ronald Durkin, he somersaulted backwards, he hit his head, and he had to go to the nurse. All the children, they cried with joy to be free of the bully, Ronald Durkin, for the rest of the afternoon. And Ronald Durkin, He felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, all of the children were making their beautiful snowflakes, but Ronald Durkin said, "Molly Lou Melon, you're making yours all wrong," until she opened it up, and she had the most beautiful snowflake anyone had ever seen. Even Ronald Durkin liked it. And on the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth, and he even smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and she wrote a letter to her grandma. "Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon." I love this book because it just reminds us that we need to remember who we are, love who we are, and remember we can do it and we are awesome. I love you guys.